I wanted to go first because my situation was a little bit different in that this is my first year of coaching in this school, in this district. I had been a coach in the past in other states, in other districts, but I had just that very unique entry point where I kind of came out of nowhere. And there was not a solid coaching culture in the school to begin with. A few years in the past, I believe there was a dean and a coach, and due to budget constraints, principals had to choose one. And the principal went with the dean position. That's what they wanted to keep. We are in, my school now, and probably at the same time too, was the lowest performing school and the lowest performing district in our county. We have 95% of our students come from poverty. We have an enormous ELL population, an enormous IEP population. So it's, we just have a tough road to go here in the school. And so when the scores came out from last year and they were kind of rock bottom, our principal decided, something has to be done. Like, we need to take drastic measures here. Our kids are just not getting out of school what they should be. So he decided to bring in a coach. So I was very fortunate in that the administration was very committed to the idea of a coach. At that time, they felt like other structures were in place with discipline, with attendance, and that the instructional component was the one area that was missing as far as what the school focused on in general. So enter me in the position. And I knew right away, coming in from outside of the district, that I really had to temper my approach with teachers. I couldn't walk in the building and say, okay, here I am, I'm going to fix all your problems. That's not what I could do. So when I was really careful to convey to teachers that I'm coming here, I don't know all the answers. I'm just here to work alongside of you closely, and we'll try to figure them out together. So that was very, very important from the get-go in the early stages. And I mentioned before that there was sort of a lack of a culture of coaching, and that was really something that I wanted to work hard to be instrumental in creating in the school, because it was mentioned the isolated nature of teaching, and that was in full force at King. So what we have done as a building to kind of get around that is, first of all, to find good teachers and honor them in the school. Like anywhere else, there were pockets of excellent teaching going on at King Elementary, and I feel like my role is to sort of make that more consistent and more pervasive in the building. So instead of it being an exception, instead of excellent teaching being an exception, that it be more of the norm. So finding good teachers and honoring them by videotaping them, showing videos at PD. We have. I also show videos from other districts and other on learning the teaching channel or YouTube, whatever. But I found it to be so much more profound for the staff to see one of our teachers teaching with our students. That just had much more of an impact than watching some teacher in Iowa with her class full of English speakers. So that helped tremendously. Another approach I've used to create this culture of coaching is to create peer observation. So it's not just me going in to visit a classroom, but to get other teachers watching each other as a way to kind of get those doors open. And if there were to counter the resistance to that, the emphasis when a teacher went in to visit was to look at what are the students doing. That made it a little more non-threatening. A teacher didn't think one of the colleagues was necessarily coming in all eyes on them. And what are you doing? And what questions are you asking? And what's your learning goal? It's no, take a look at what the students are doing and what behaviors they're showing during your lesson. So that kind of, I guess, eased the stress a little bit of having another teacher in the room. The role of PIC, what I always say, like, PIC knows the content. PIC knows the standards. Terry knows the content and the standards, and I kind of know the teachers. I'm getting to know them. It's a long road. But as I think about kind of how to work that in. I feel like it doesn't matter right now. We're at this critical moment right now where we have new standards that we're forming what and how we teach, and it doesn't matter if you've been teaching for 2 years or 20 years. The standards are new to everybody, and that I feel is where PIC has been of great value to me. Not just how to work with teachers, but what to